trauma scramble my melons, marbles. You liable to find travel design tumors that contain best-selling novels. So much pain cursed my adolescence that I could count my added blessings on one hand. I was shook to the bone when informed of the 3 slugs you took to the dome. Just slammed and broke the hook to the phone. Teared up and let a couple trickle before retaliation could start. Cops knocked them and slammed them with a double nickel. 12 years later, still not complacent. Tools I cock, I'm pacing and patiently awaiting to snap off for obvious reasons. Grew up with G's whose hobby is squeezing. Hell probably is freezing. Peeps said it'd be a cold day before we part. Yeah, you prone to violence, just not to start provoking acts. You were smarter folks than that, especially to lose your life over a starter coat and hat. I'm still heated, so what? Your pain is my pain until the world blows up. I remain the same no matter life's obstacle. I'ma shine for us all if it's quite possible. Till God calls me home and the casket closed, and no longer can serenade my dogs with these classic flows. I remain the same no matter life's obstacle. I'ma shine for us all if it's quite possible. Till God calls me home and the casket closed, and no longer can serenade my dogs with these classic flows. Studying Bible scriptures and the street rules to the game, and the game deeply embedded some tarnished jewels on your brain. The ghetto reflects us from do-rag to school metal detectors. To earning what you rightfully deserve is irrelevant, cause now we only settle for extras. If not, then jumped up charging. Got affiliates that shot and slumped up sergeants just to avoid trumped up charges. Kept my head stern, focused on these bars when you was knocked and arrest murk from lead burns. Funerals became annual. We all studied from the same rule book and still lost numerous to the game's manual. Supreme math is power. Any dirt when added up and multiplied by 7 equals the grapes of wrath and sour. For all I know, you might hate me, cause I ain't been able to write or send you a kite lately. Just getting my mind right so I can walk through this life straightly and live to see my little girl grow up. But you still my dog till the world blow up. I remain the same no matter life's obstacle. I'ma shine for us all if it's quite possible. Till God calls me home and the casket closed, and no longer can serenade my dogs with these classic flows. I remain the same no matter life's obstacle. I'ma shine for us all if it's quite possible. Till God calls me home and the casket closed, and no longer can serenade my dogs. Until I see if the price of the happiness you deserve is cheap. As long as you embed these words deep and can cinematically see the world from a worm's eye view out of bird's beak. Life occurs blurred bleak sometimes, but regardless of how sour the Kool-Aid is though, it can still be stirred sweet. There ain't no guarantees except death and taxes in a world that attacks tactless. But I'ma get full access to its axis and take the weight of the world off your shoulders and put it on my back like Atlas. The incompatibleness of me and your moms is something that we deny greatly. We ain't out of eye lately. The concept of not being there to guide you through life safely is the reason me, myself, and I hate me irately. We love each other, but after mating, the result is the pierce of a queen stinger. And still our dear relationships go scream slinger. Before death had a chance to do us part, fate had flipped us off with the ring finger. And that's the reason death celebrated and births mourn. But I'ma always love you firstborn. From diapers until you casket bound with black skirt on, to the world in your beautiful eyes stops spinning and blows up in the earth's world. I remain the same no matter life's obstacle. I'ma shine for us all if it's quite possible. Till God calls me home and the casket closed, and no longer can serenade my dogs with these classic flows. I remain the same no matter life's obstacle. I'ma shine for us all if it's quite possible. Till God calls me home and the casket closed, and no longer can serenade my dogs with these classic flows.